Hello everybody, today I'm sharing a real side dream experience from my book, Chronicles of a Cosmic Space Case. The PDF link for the book is below the description of this video. Dream 12, Bar Humbug. I would find myself in the back garden of my house. Not the most exciting place in the universe I could be, but nevertheless there I was. The personal little me does like the adventure-orientated escapades, it must be said. There then were other individuals inside the house. They were beckoning and inviting me to join them, for it would appear to be the festive season, the house festooned with lights, an overwhelming quantity of decorations, and general good cheer that this reptilian tap-lining event tends to cultivate. I refused to join them in their merrymaking. Instead, I elected to remain where I was and fly around and around the garden. This struck me as far more entertaining, and as I swooped and soared, others would enter the garden I was flying around. These were not the festive folks from the house. These were new individuals, none of which I recognized. But we all engaged in a very thought or awareness-provoking and engaging dialogue about all manner of real things that are happening in our world, from chemtrails to HARP to 5G. So I was very delighted. I decided to stay out here and converse with these far more interesting and awake people, and then new friend Val would arrive too. He joined us in our discourse. I greeted him and we shook hands. So, on reflection, the back garden, as we have learned, represents the subconscious. So what was I doing there? Maybe unearthing a few deep-rooted agreements from the past that still are affecting me to this day. Maybe I was in the process of dissolving them, possibly an agreement of a religious nature then, as the peoples in the house were celebrating Christmas. And even if we are not religious in this lifetime, you can be assured that at one point we did agree to religion at some stage in human history, as it's been pretty prevalent, and it's still there subconsciously. We could have agreed to it thousands of years ago, and unless addressed and removed, it represents a restriction still. The fact that the house occupants were trying to entice me into the house suggests they were trying to renew my agreement to Christmas, and therefore to religion, and ultimately to control and restriction. I had the awareness to refuse, seeing the innocent enough looking marketing ploy of the ceremony for what it is, and instead went flying around the garden. The flying demonstrating then my liberation from this agreement, allowing me to reach greater heights, if you will, to recognize more of my real awareness. And this was confirmed when all the more aware people arrived, and I was with them, being to being, and also Val turning up was further verification. It's very likely that if I went in the house, I wouldn't have encountered all these aware people and Val, as the restricted position and distraction it would have caused would affect adversely my ability to perceive the life level Val and the aware team were operating on. Dwayne provides a view. You have that objective view of how people celebrate the personal self, and that's what the house was. They're trying to get you in there, that you will keep agreeing to what they've agreed to. But you're not interested because you're the risk taker. Also, with the subconscious area, as long as we have the 5 bodies, we deal with them and these things. You're not just going to get rid of everything, like the pollution in the air. You've got to deal with it. It's there every day, etc. But now you're conscious. You're conscious of the effects that are taking place. That becomes the difference. So, while we're in this realm, or wherever we are at, on the real side, and the different areas of creation, you are the conscious effect of it. This is better than being unconscious effect. So you know what to do, and eventually you can move along. And so, sing the new you song, watch your dream visions, and let the whole of life and the real universal guides show you what is real now. New